Welcome back, Reason Rebels. Today we're breaking down why the Hyundai Ioniq 5 is better than the Tesla Model Y performance. One is a stunning piece of retro-futuristic design genius, and the other is the EV equivalent of a beige refrigerator. This is going to be good. Its retro-futuristic design is an iconic statement, while the Model Y looks like a generic appliance. Let's be brutally honest. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 is a rolling piece of art, a glorious tribute to 80s cyberpunk aesthetics brought screaming into the 21st century. Its sharp creases, distinctive parametric pixel lights, and bold hatchback profile make it a genuine head-turner. It's a car that starts conversations and says, "I have taste." Meanwhile, the Tesla Model Y looks like a Model 3 that got stung by a bee. It's the automotive equivalent of a minimalist white coffee mug. Functional, sure, but completely devoid of personality or soul. The Model Y is designed to be inoffensive, to blend into the suburban background like an overpriced kitchen appliance. The Ioniq 5, however, is designed to stand out. It's for people who want their car to be an experience, not just transportation. The interior is a configurable lounge, not a sterile, minimalist penalty box. Step inside the Ioniq 5, and you're not in a car, you're in a mobile living room. The completely flat floor and sliding center console create an airy, open-plan space that can be reconfigured on the fly. It's a place designed for human beings to relax and exist comfortably. The materials feel warm and inviting, a deliberate choice to create a calming oasis. Now, let's step into the Model Y's interior. It's a stark, joyless environment dominated by a giant screen, where the design philosophy seems to be, how much can we remove? It feels less like a premium car and more like a high-tech interrogation room or a Scandinavian prison cell. One is a welcoming space you want to spend time in, the other is a minimalist void you simply endure. All right, pause the debate. We've laid out the facts. Now we want your fire. Drop your most savage, smartest, or funniest reason why the Ioniq 5 dominates the Model Y in the comments below. The best arguments might just make it into a future user's edition. Don't hold back. Physical buttons for critical functions are simply smarter and safer than a distracting touchscreen. Hyundai understands a fundamental truth that Tesla seems to have forgotten. A car is a high-speed machine, not an iPad on wheels. In the Ioniq 5, adjusting the climate control or changing the volume is a simple, tactile action you can perform without taking your eyes off the road. It's called muscle memory, and it's a crucial part of safe driving. In the Model Y, these basic tasks require a distracting dive into touchscreen menus. Trying to find the wiper speed controls in a sudden downpour becomes a dangerous minigame. Forcing every single function through one screen isn't the future. It's a cost-cutting measure disguised as minimalism and a clear triumph of form over function. One design prioritizes safety and common sense, the other prioritizes a sterile aesthetic at the driver's expense. The 800-volt architecture means it spends less time charging and more time driving. This is where the engineering rubber meets the road. The Ioniq 5 is built on a cutting-edge 800-volt electrical platform, the same kind of tech found in ultra-premium EVs like the Porsche Taycan. The Tesla Model Y? It's still operating on a last-generation 400-volt system. What this means in the real world is drastically faster charging. At a compatible 350 kilo fast charger, the Ioniq 5 can go from 10% to 80% in a mind-blowing 18 minutes. The Model Y owner will still be waiting, scrolling through social media and wondering if they have time for a full meal. This isn't a minor spec difference. It's a fundamental architectural advantage that respects your time. One car gets you back on the road, the other makes you an expert on service station coffee. Vehicle-to-load V2L technology can power your campsite or your house during a blackout. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 isn't just a car. It's a rolling power station with a superpower called vehicle-to-load, or V2L. With a simple adapter, you can power a coffee maker, an electric grill, and speakers at a tailgate. Or, more critically, keep your refrigerator running and phones charged during a power outage. It's a genuinely useful piece of future-proof technology that serves its owner in ways that go far beyond transportation. The Tesla Model Y, with its equally massive battery, can do absolutely none of this. It's a huge, rolling power bank that selfishly refuses to share. Hyundai gave owners a genuinely useful, life-enhancing tool. Tesla gave them a walled garden. During the next blackout, the Ioniq 5 owner is the neighborhood hero. It delivers a premium, comfortable ride that doesn't punish your spine on every bump. Hyundai engineered the Ioniq 5 for the real world, a place filled with imperfect pavement and annoying potholes. Its long wheelbase and sophisticated suspension work in harmony to create a ride that is impressively plush and composed, absorbing bumps with the quiet confidence of a genuine luxury vehicle. It's a car you can drive for hours without feeling fatigued. The Tesla Model Y Performance, however, mistakes a punishingly stiff ride for sportiness. It crashes over bumps and jitters on anything but the smoothest asphalt, constantly reminding you of its performance credentials by shaking your fillings loose. Driving the Ioniq 5 feels like gliding. Driving the Model Y Performance on a typical city street feels like a low-speed roller coaster you can't get off. One prioritizes your comfort, the other prioritizes a spreadsheet spec. Consistent build quality means you won't be explaining panel gaps to your friends. When you buy an Ioniq 5, you're buying a car from a company that has spent decades perfecting the art of mass-market manufacturing. The result is a vehicle with tight, uniform panel gaps, perfectly aligned trim, and a paint job that doesn't have mysterious blemishes. It feels solid because it is solid. With the Tesla Model Y, however, you're essentially entering the panel gap lottery. Will your doors line up? Will the frunk close flush? It's a gamble. New owners have to perform a delivery checklist like they're buying a used car from a sketchy lot. An Ioniq 5 owner gets to show off their car's cool features. A Model Y owner often has to start by saying, "Yeah, I know about the gap. I'm waiting for a service appointment." A dedicated instrument screen in front of the driver is a non-negotiable feature, not a cost-cutting omission. For over a century, cars have placed critical information like speed and warning lights directly in the driver's line of sight. It's an ergonomic and safety standard for a very good reason. Hyundai respects this. The Ioniq 5 features a clear, crisp digital display right behind the steering wheel where it belongs. To check your speed, you just glance down. In the Tesla Model Y, this essential piece of hardware is gone, forcing you to constantly glance sideways at the central screen. This isn't innovation. It's a cost-cutting measure disguised as a clean aesthetic. It compromises safety and ergonomics for the sake of saving a few bucks on parts and assembly. The Ioniq 5 is designed around the driver. The Model Y is designed around the balance sheet. Accessing service from a real dealer network is infinitely better than Tesla's app-based lottery. When your Ioniq 5 needs service, you book an appointment with a local Hyundai dealership, a physical building staffed by actual human beings you can speak with face-to-face. It's a proven, if sometimes imperfect, system. When your Model Y needs service, you send a plea into the digital void via the Tesla app. You might get a mobile ranger, or you might get an appointment 3 weeks away at a service center 100 miles from your house. There's no one to call to expedite the process, no service manager to reason with. You are at the mercy of the algorithm. One system is built on a century of customer service infrastructure. The other is a tech bro solution that treats car repair like hailing a rideshare, forgetting the customer entirely. The augmented reality head-up display is a piece of genuine future tech Tesla doesn't offer. While Tesla is busy programming fart noises, Hyundai is integrating genuinely useful next-generation technology. The Ioniq 5's available augmented reality head-up display is a perfect example. It doesn't just project your speed onto the windshield, it overlays dynamic turn-by-turn navigation arrows and safety warnings directly onto the road ahead. It feels like you're piloting a sci-fi fighter jet, providing critical information without ever needing to take your eyes off the road. It's intuitive, it enhances safety, and it's genuinely... What futuristic display tech does the Model Y offer? Nothing. You get the same central tablet that every other Tesla has. Hyundai is pushing the boundaries of the driver interface, while Tesla is stuck on a 5-year-old idea of minimalism. It's a bold, original concept car for the road, not just a bloated version of a smaller sedan. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 looks almost identical to the stunning 45 EV concept that wowed the world. Hyundai had the courage to put a radical, exciting design into mass production. It's a testament to bold, forward-thinking design that stands on its own as a unique product. The Tesla Model Y, on the other hand, is the result of putting a Model 3 in a photocopier and hitting enlarge by 10%. There is no design originality. It's a derivative, taller version of a car that was already starting to look dated. It's the safe, predictable choice. Buying an Ioniq 5 feels like you're driving a piece of the future, a concept made real. Buying a Model Y feels like you've settled for the most obvious option on the menu. The cabin is an oasis of quiet, free from the notorious Tesla rattles and wind noise. One of the great promises of electric vehicles is a serene driving experience. The Ioniq 5 delivers on this promise magnificently. Hyundai has clearly invested heavily in sound-deadening insulation and acoustic glass, resulting in a cabin that is exceptionally quiet at highway speeds. It's a calm, premium environment that allows you to enjoy conversation or music without shouting. The Model Y, however, is infamous for its cabin noise. Owners' forums are filled with complaints about mysterious rattles, creaks from the trim, and excessive wind and road noise penetrating the cabin. It's the kind of thing you might tolerate in a budget car, but it's unacceptable in a premium EV. The Ioniq 5 provides a luxury-level sanctuary. The Model Y provides a constant, annoying soundtrack. Driving an Ioniq 5 signals design savvy. The Model Y has become suburban camouflage. Pull up in an Ioniq 5, and you make a statement. You're telling the world you value design, you appreciate originality, and you're not afraid to drive something that looks different and interesting. It's a choice that reflects a certain level of taste and confidence. The Tesla Model Y, however, has become the official car of the upscale suburbs. It's the EV equivalent of a North Face jacket or a Starbucks cup, so common it's become utterly invisible. There was a time it felt futuristic, but now it's just wallpaper. Seeing one is no longer an event. Driving an Ioniq 5 says you're an individual. Driving a Model Y says you're part of the herd, the safest, most predictable choice in the EV carpool lane. Hyundai remembered that cars driven in the rain actually need a rear wiper. Here, we have a stunning example of baffling design choices. Hyundai, a company that builds cars for a planet where weather exists, looked at the Ioniq 5's sloping rear glass and correctly concluded it would need a wiper to maintain visibility in rain and snow. It's a simple, common-sense feature that has been standard on hatchbacks for decades. Tesla, in its infinite wisdom and pursuit of minimalist aesthetics and cost-cutting, decided the Model Y didn't need one. Their solution? Just drive faster and the water will blow off. Or hope a future software update somehow repels rain. It's a perfect encapsulation of the brand's philosophies. Hyundai's is pragmatic and driver-focused, while Tesla's is arrogant, impractical, and often just plain dumb. You're buying a car from a dedicated car company, not a tech company's side project. Hyundai's core business is building cars. They have over half a century of global manufacturing experience, R&D, and supply chain management. This deep institutional knowledge is evident in the Ioniq 5's quality, reliability, and thoughtful design. They understand the nuances of what makes a good, durable vehicle for the long haul. Tesla, for all its innovation, often acts like a tech company that happens to build cars. The focus is on software, stock prices, and the CEO's latest tweet. The actual car part, like build quality, serviceability, and basic ergonomics, often feels like an afterthought. With Hyundai, you're getting a product from seasoned automotive experts. With Tesla, you're buying into a tech ecosystem where the car is just another piece of hardware. The reclining zero-gravity front seats make charging a moment to relax, not a chore. Hyundai understands that public charging involves waiting, so instead of making it a period of boredom, they transformed it into an opportunity for relaxation. The Ioniq 5's available zero-gravity front seats recline to a near-flat position at the touch of a button, complete with a deploying leg rest. It turns the cabin into a serene personal lounge where you can comfortably nap, read, or just decompress while the car juices up. What does the Model Y offer for charging downtime? You can Sit upright in its Spartan seats and play video games on the main screen. It's a solution that treats the driver like a bored teenager. Hyundai's approach is a thoughtful, luxurious touch that acknowledges the reality of EV ownership and caters to the comfort of adults. It doesn't treat its owners like beta testers for half-baked software features. When Hyundai releases a feature in the Ioniq 5, it works. The cruise control maintains a consistent speed, the lane-keeping assist is reliable, and the user interface is stable. This is because they follow a traditional automotive development cycle of thorough testing and validation before a product reaches the customer. Tesla, on the other hand, embraces the public beta model of the tech world. They famously release features like full self-driving that are demonstrably unfinished, making their paying customers unwitting guinea pigs on public roads. This move fast and break things philosophy might be acceptable for a smartphone app, but it's reckless and irresponsible when applied to a 2-ton vehicle. The Ioniq 5 gives you polished, finished technology. The Model Y gives you a subscription to an ongoing experiment. The sliding center console and flat floor create a far more flexible and open interior space. The Ioniq 5's interior is a masterclass in spatial intelligence. Built on a dedicated EV platform, it features a completely flat floor, a design element Tesla only partially achieves. But the real genius is the universal island, a center console that can slide forward and backward by a massive 5.5 inches. This simple feature is transformative. It allows the driver or passenger to easily slide across to the other side, to exit in a tight parking spot, creates a huge open space for a bag, or lets rear passengers have more legroom. The Model Y's interior is fixed and conventional. Its console is a static barrier. The Ioniq 5 offers a genuinely innovative, flexible cabin that adapts to your needs, proving that true luxury is space and versatility. The Ioniq 5 offers a superior value proposition without the pointless performance price tag. Let's talk money. The Hyundai Ioniq 5, even in its top-tier all-wheel drive configuration, offers a wealth of features, design, and technology for a significantly lower price than the Tesla Model Y performance. The Tesla's main justification for its premium price is a brutal, largely unusable 0 to 60 time. For that extra cash, you get a harsher ride, worse build quality, and fewer thoughtful features. The Ioniq 5's acceleration is still incredibly quick, more than enough for any real-world situation. It prioritizes features that you actually use every day, like a comfortable ride, V2L, and a smarter interior, over a drag strip party trick. The Ioniq 5 is the smarter buy, delivering a more complete, luxurious, and well-rounded package for your hard-earned money. Its user interface is intuitive and customizable, respecting the driver's preferences. The Ioniq 5's infotainment system, with its dual-screen layout and mix of touch and physical controls, is designed for ease of use. It presents information clearly and allows for customization, including programmable star buttons for your favorite shortcuts. It works with you. The Tesla Model Y's interface, by contrast, is a rigid, opinionated system that dictates how you interact with it. Everything is buried in menus on a single screen, forcing you to adapt to its logic, not the other way around. Simple tasks require multiple taps, and the lack of customization shows a "we know best" arrogance. Hyundai's system feels like a helpful co-pilot designed by user experience experts. Tesla's feels like a minimalist art project designed by software engineers who rarely drive. You get all the EV benefits without the endless CEO-driven drama and controversy. Owning an Ioniq 5 is refreshingly simple. You own a great electric car. Your relationship is with the vehicle and the brand. Owning a Tesla, however, means being involuntarily tied to the daily whims, controversial statements, and headline-grabbing antics of its CEO. Every political tweet, every business move, every strange public appearance becomes part of your car's identity by association. It can be exhausting. Choosing the Ioniq 5 is a vote for a drama-free ownership experience. You get the instant torque, the silent running, and the home charging without having to explain or defend the latest corporate soap opera at the dinner table. It's about enjoying the car for what it is, not for the cult of personality it represents. Thanks Thanks for watching the takedown. We've laid out the case, but the debate isn't over until you've had your say. Drop your own reasons in the comments below. And if you love a good fight, hit subscribe so you never miss a battle. 21. Reasons why. Epic debates. Legendary comments.